You have been on a journey. I think the paths have surprised you. I don't think you would ever think you would go these ways in life. Like, maybe you are a pretty straight edge kind of person and like you might usually have a plan. I don't even feel like you usually have a plan, but I think usually you just go in like a normal direction in life, like what people think. Dating, marriage, house, family, those kind of things. But for whatever reason, you have taken all these different twists and turns along your road, and maybe that has separated you from some of the normalcy you thought life would bring you. I don't think you're fazed by this though. You look like this is like good news to you. Maybe like life is more exciting because of this journey. You might resonate with the Fae, or dragonflies specifically might be a sign for you. Because of this road you have taken, your time is coming. Like whatever it is you've been working towards, it's here for you now or soon. Maybe you thought you would have love by now in your life, and by love I mean like a romantic partnership. And there is a longing within you for your person. I feel like you might look up to the stars and the moon at night. You definitely have magic around you. And you might talk to the stars like about where is my person. I can feel that you crave them, whoever it is. I don't even know if you know. I do think some of your shadows have separated you from having that romantic partnership. It's separated you from love probably because of the trauma that you've been through. And so knowing that alone and knowing what you need to heal will help you attract what you're looking for, that person. They might also be working on their own shadows, which is beautiful. If there is someone on your mind, romantic-wise, they might be having like a rock bottom moment right now. I think maybe you can feel that a little bit, but you're still hopeful even through the separation that this will work out between you guys. Fireflies might also be a sign for you, or for you two together. Freedom's flying out. I think you feel like you're soaring right now with whatever's going on. Maybe like, you know when you're in your magnetic glowy era and it's just one thing after another, like maybe you get a promotion or like a new car, a new relationship, like you're glowing, you're calling in new. And I think it's making you feel free, even if you haven't like actually received those things yet, and you know, like you can feel they're coming. It's making you feel great, but I think maybe you also use what you think is coming as like a defense mechanism. Like, no, I know I'm doing the right thing because X, Y, and Z. And I think Spirit is just asking you here to have like a little more humility. I'd be very curious to see if the humility card comes out. Let's get one more for this. Secrets. Maybe you don't talk to a lot of people. I feel like half the collective, you kind of like pop off about it. You're like, no, like this is why I'm doing this. This is my path. This is how I'm going to make all my manifestations come true. Like this is my freedom. The other half of you keep that to yourself. Like you keep so quiet as a defense mechanism because you don't want anyone to be able to touch your prize or like what you know is coming for you, which I actually prefer. I think like when you contain your own energy in like a really sacred, safe place, like no one can really tamper with it. Like as soon as you start talking to people around you about the things you're doing, you get all of their like opinions, right? And then that creates where you want to either like fight them back defensively because you're like, no, I know what's coming. Or you literally just like, don't say a single word. I think there needs to be a proper balance here. Like, maybe some of you need to like lean a little bit more on your support system, the people that you know will uplift you and not like talk shit. And then some of you need to just a little more, you know what I mean? You're gonna know who you are. As I'm saying, okay, okay, maybe majority of you need to just like zip your lips a little bit. Like genuinely just rely on those closest to you that you know have a positive, that aren't gonna envy you, that will just like cheer you on. Those are the only people right now, okay? You're really overthinking. If you're smart, if you're like highly intelligent and highly spiritual, then you probably know that longing is not the best energy to be in. I think when you feel that come over you, you start overthinking it and you're like, but why do I still feel like this? And like, does this mean I'm never gonna have that person because I'm feeling the long, because you know you don't attract usually until you detach. Like the second you let it go, it's yours. And so I think right now you're like, you know, you're in a state of just thinking and longing and you're like, fuck, like it's not gonna come in. Like you're smart, you know. Oh, that's the whole, let's get one overarching energy. I think all along the way you've gotten signs that you're doing the right thing, that you're taking the right path. Look at you have so many like, it feels like you've had to make so many different directional changes in your life, or just like gone ways that you were like, whoa, I didn't know it was like life was gonna take me on this little route. But like you're protected. I think your team is with you. Don't try not to be anxious about it. I know it's hard. But like you, everything happened on purpose. You were guided, you were protected. You have to know that. Just tapping into the shadows that are holding you back a little bit before you can like fully claim this thing that is already yours. Letting go of the old you are not who you were, honor your past, but do not cling to it. Maybe you've been through so many changes. If you've really like been through that many whatever, you know, that many transformations, like you probably wouldn't cling too hard to who you used to be in the past, but it's almost like you have to like forget, like don't be cringed by your old version of yourself. Try not to be. And also like, especially if you're around people from the past that like have known or seen the different versions of you, like don't hold on to it just to please them. Yeah, it looks like you wear a mask around these people. The mask of happiness. It's like you're not truly your authentic self. You gotta let that old version of you go. Cycle her out, cycle him out. Are you hiding sadness behind forced smiles? Authenticity heals deeper than avoidance. Don't avoid who you are, who you're becoming, who you've been. Let people see you change and transform. That's like the most beautiful part about being a human. One of them. Breaking mental chains. Old belief systems can keep you stuck. Be willing to challenge and rewrite them. You're definitely going through a metamorphosis. I think you've been through a lot of hardship. I said trauma in the beginning. Can you see that? Oh. Haha. Well, the weight of trauma on the bottom. You've been through a lot. Let's see what's coming for you. It feels like it's good. I would love to tap into like, it feels like cha-ching, cha-ching, like golden glimmery kind of coin energy. That's good. Okay. There might be just a little bit more solitude and like growth that is needed. Like, I don't feel like I know it said your time is now, but like you're passing through that last door of like the highest self. Like you've worked this hard to get to this point, and now there's just one more little passageway to get through, but like you're prepared. This guy comes prepared. He's ready for all. I think there's going to be a choice between two here, and you're going to want to lean on your intuition. You might feel blinded, like you don't know what choice to make. You're at a crossroads. You're going to have a decision between two. This is what's coming for you. I don't think you're going to really know what to do. It feels like confusion. You might have a tendency to feel things really strongly and maybe react a bit off of your emotions. So as you're making this choice, I would try to just remain so neutral if you can. I do think by choosing one thing, you're gonna feel left out because you didn't choose the other thing. You feel deeply connected to your friends, your community around you, and I think they have a lot of influence over you. And it's almost like you going through this metamorphosis and them seeing you change and transform is triggering something in both of you. And you're like, how am I supposed to become this next version of me with all these people around me that know me and have seen me the way that I am? But like, if these people around you truly love you, they won't let you feel like this. And if they do, they're not meant to go with you to the next phase of your life. Some friendships are forever, some friendships are for seasons, and they all serve you in a specific way that your souls signed up to do together. I do think monetary balance is coming for you. I just don't think it's going to be as black and white as you thought. Maybe you thought it'd be really crystal clear how you would be making money, and it just looks like either it comes in slower than you originally thought. Like, I definitely feel like you're about to be more well known, but the money and the balance of money, maybe you have like a lot of debt actually. And so even though you're making a lot of money, it's like going to pay off stuff, maybe your car as well. And so it does feel a little bit slower just kicking off as you're stepping into your purpose or more into your purpose. Yeah. These are the opinions around you. Those are all your girlfriends. You're in the middle. I think a lot of them have your best interest at heart. Maybe some of them have some jealousy or like are gonna be sad that you're changing. But like the best friendships see you go through all the different phases of your life and they still support you no matter what. Like, you're not gonna be the same. Life can feel and be so long, like decades. I know life is short and like whatever, but like as you're going through the decades, it feels quite long, and no one's gonna be the same for that long. I think the only constant is changing. You're still gonna have like probably your core values and personality, but like the extras that come with you and like the phase of your life is what's gonna be different here. This is what's coming. I think you're gonna become a better communicator. I do think you're gonna call in love, like we were talking about in part 1. I think you're stepping through this and maybe you'll balance out more. Like, I'm hearing like call more pieces of your soul fractals back to you, like pieces of self, so that way you will be whole again and then you can achieve a romantic partnership. Perhaps union. Perhaps something that felt painful in the past, you'll finally be able to access in like a more healthy way. By making a decision here, like I said, you're going to be on a crossroads. By actually choosing one of those things and moving forward fully in that direction, you're going to leave behind chaos from the past, which is going to be good. Whatever older version of yourself you're shedding, that version has, like, I can feel you. You're like spicy, you might pop off about certain things. Very emotional, but like almost like Taurus energy. Like, they're very calm and put together. What's that song that's like, bitches wanna fight, she the last one to throw a punch. You guys know that song? She the main one. I can't remember the name, but or even the words. But it's like you're calm until you're not, and then you're like, I will fucking fight you. I think you're gonna be releasing some of that here as you let go of that old version of yourself, which is good. I do think feeling left out, like, it's gonna take some dedicated effort here to perhaps like reestablish community. You're not gonna lose all your friends, but it's like you really care about the opinions of others, and so I do think it's gonna be like a daily, you're gonna have to work on that every day. Like, no, I know who I want to be, I know what I want to accomplish, and even though I feel like I'm losing certain things or pieces of self, you're actually recalling pieces of self, but like whatever the old version is of you and your community around you, you're like, no, like, you're steadfast, like you're working hard even when the challenge feels overwhelming, even when it makes you teary. I just don't think some of your friends want to see you in the spotlight. It looks like you're on social media. You might be very witchy. You might be a tarot reader. It looks like you have healer hands. Like they don't want to see you wearing the crown. Which those are not good friends if that's how they feel. In my opinion. That's kind of evil eye. There's forward movement here for you though. Bitches talking shit, acting like they don't give a fuck. Dun 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 dun. You know that one? Dun, 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 dun. Cardinals might have a important meaning for you, or there's two of them. Okay, anyways, as I'm getting out my animal cards, let's see how Spirit sees you currently. I thought that would be nice. Success reversed. Let me get one more for that. Can I have some more information? I think you're still mischievous. Like those like spicy behaviors I was talking about, you're not necessarily having success over controlling the chaos within. Okay, current energy. I think I said stagnation earlier. Oh no, that came out in tarot with the chariot reverse. But this says, this can be a sign of stagnation. You may feel frustrated, stalled, or set back. Think about the clever and enterprising chipmunk. What lesser known pathways could lead you to your goal? That's all you take is the lesser known pathways. So there might be something else you need to do currently that's still like outside. It's like unconventional, and that's gonna help you step into like your moment to shine, okay? How might you redefine success? Your path and life is not the usual. Like it is not whatever you envisioned a normal person's life to be. Like you didn't sign up for that when you came here. And so don't keep trying to do things the normal way. Like do the things the way that light your soul on fucking fire. Like the things that light you up the most are the things you need to keep doing, and that will bring you the most success, even if it takes years, which I didn't tap into how long you've been working, maybe a couple of years on your stuff. For some of you, it might be longer than that. Adaptability. You're being seen as adaptable. They're seeing that you're clever, that you don't give up, that you, what is it? When you get, what did my old boss used to say? When you get, you might be having like some brain fog currently. Scrappy. When you get scrappy. The universe sees you as being scrappy. You might love foxes. Leadership. I think you are a leader in your field. You might be an entrepreneur. I mean, if you're on social media also, like, you're just meant, like, you're not, like, you're a breath of fresh air. Your authenticity is so powerful that, like, you're doing the world a disservice by not sharing it. And God is saying, like, we see the leader that is within you, and you need to show that, shine your light. The love energy around you is definitely someone from your past that I think you reminisce over. They might reminisce over you. It looks like both of you have appreciation for each other, and maybe they're thinking about reaching out sometime soon. Again, you need to be, like, in detachment mode. Like, you still long for this person. You still like dwell on them. I think you think about all of the good times. It's almost like you romanticize the good times because like you don't have a partnership right now, or like a relationship that you really cherish, and so you think back on this person and it's just like all the good vibes. But you do have expressing love here. Yeah, you have someone wanting to let you know. You have someone thinking of you. I think they think about the time you've spent together. Yeah, look, communication. All right, you've got communication coming in. Okay, one more. Visit. You've got date and visit. They might show up at your house. Unexpected visit, phone call. Okay, I think they're just gonna... Up for, I think, a very few amount of you. Maybe someone will actually show up at your door. The rest of you, it feels like phone call energy. Maybe they'll even text you. Don't overthink the texting. Don't overthink it. Okay, obviously, let's see what they want to say to you. I love doing that for you guys. It just was 0, 1, 2, 3 on my clock. What does this person want to say? Just being near you is intoxicating. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's love bubble, but it's like also, is there something missing from this relationship for you? 444. I think you need to think about what really provides you stability, and did this person do that for you? Like, it is what they provide foundationally in the relationship and like materially enough. And you might not even care about that, but it is important. Like when you're selecting a partner, especially if it's a male, like they need to be able to provide and protect for you. So think about that. Is this person genuinely, and like be honest with yourself, I know it's hard, are they the kind of person who can provide a life for you and protect you and meet you emotionally where you need to be met? I wish I had treated you better. Obviously something caused that separation here. I know I messed everything up. Okay, so this might be like a reconciliation then. I left you before you could leave me. This person's fucked up about whatever happened. I thought these would be like more mushy, more like lovey, but they're like, it feels like they're reflecting on the things that they did wrong, and maybe that's what they want to communicate. Hopefully they communicate that to you, because it actually just feels like they were wanting to come in and like let you know how much they appreciate you. But I think some other things need to be addressed here, and I don't think you're gonna feel satisfied or like soothed in the soul unless you guys discuss these things. So going back to you like wearing that mask of happiness, maybe try to drop the mask with this, be in your authenticity without reacting to any triggering things, because like these conversations are hard. Try to be like, say what you feel. Men love that. They love when you're just upfront with it. Like sometimes they're like, but they really respect it when you like, you're like, this is how I feel, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. They're so black and white, men are, I feel like. I regret lying to you. I don't think I've ever seen that card. I lost myself for a little while. Jesus, these are... I hope that makes you feel better. That card on the bottom said, I'm not available. I think emotionally, I'm just worried about them not showing up to meet you emotionally where you need to be met. Let's see. What's coming in communication-wise? Yes, the communication is coming. This looks really happy. I think it's going to make both of you feel pretty fulfilled. That's good. Not mad at that. That's the happiest card on the deck. Okay. There is a lack of stability here. There might be some control issues in this dynamic. I don't know that you guys are ready for union here. Like, if this conversation is really difficult to have with each other, like if you can't be honest with each other and you're only focusing on the good things after, obviously they had some stuff they needed to talk to you about. So if they come in and they're not addressing the deeper stuff, I don't know, I just don't know if it's gonna work. It feels like you're both sort of like wearing the rose-colored glasses. Like you're both just happy to be talking again, but you guys need to be like for real, be honest with each other and with yourselves. It does look like there's an unshackling to what? From what? Bad behaviors? Let's see. I think there is a release of whatever, like if you guys struggled with communication in the past, it does look like you're going to try to move past that, but you need to be really adamant and diligent about not avoiding the hard stuff. And I do think it needs to come, like a lot of this needs to come from them, but you also need to let them know like what you're struggling with. Yeah, there's new emotion here. Forward movement, new romance. They're coming in for you. That's really nice. I like those two cards together. You already know what they struggle with control-wise. If they're like a little mean sometimes, or like not the most noble, even me telling you this, you're gonna be like, whatever, but you know. That's important. That's an important thing for you to look at in the relationship. That matters. That has to do with like morals, and do you guys match? Like, do your morals match each other, and like, are they your equal? There's definitely like it's like a step pause. Like, it's like you want to move forward, but there's still like some clunkiness here. Again, just working through the relationship, it might take some like, let's see what it'll take to get past that. You both have to be up for it. It can't be a challenge. Like, it needs to be seamless. If you guys are like fighting through it, that's not sustainable for you two. Like, you both have to be willing to work on it and be kind together to each other. Yeah, you're both like, I think maybe both of you have a tendency, you might have Pisces placements. It's like a tendency to ignore your intuition and just be like, oh, but it feels so like love bubble energy and so cute. It's giving Cancer, Pisces, maybe Leo. But it's not going to serve you. I think if you do that, that's going to make you anxious. Like, that's going to keep you up at night. Let me get you an advice card. You got the High Priestess card. Also, side note, you might be a little dehydrated, or you might like have a sore throat right now, just to connect you to this reading. 1010, High Priestess, expanding consciousness. I feel like we already talked about how you have that intuition within you that you're ignoring. Okay, so advice coming into this next point of communication and moving forward in the relationship, okay? When the High Priestess makes an appearance, it is a sign that you are elevating into a higher dimension of awareness. You are open, ready, and willing to embrace the divine presence as you align with pure love and light. You trust your heart and you experience oneness with the universal consciousness because you have mastered the ability to reconnect with your source energy found within. I think this card's asking you to really stay aligned with your authentic self. You're experiencing life after death. Whoa, you had that. We talked about your transition, your transformations, and creating a new identity. This clean slate affords you the opportunity to create endless possibilities. Choose to let go of any remaining limitations and open yourself up to the idea of infinite abundance. I think this has to do with more than love. This is advice overall. Trusting yourself helps you make solid decisions that align with your strong intuition. This elevated consciousness enhances your ability to embody your greatest potential because you stand up for your truth. You are viewing things from a higher perspective. The heightened awareness shifts your limiting beliefs beyond your perceived illusions as you rise up to your highest creative abilities, allowing you to create a more fulfilling life. I think you need to trust your inner knowing, trust your gut instincts. Don't shy away from who you are. You're going to help people on like a big scale the more you tap into your authenticity. And move with love, move with gratitude. That's gonna really heal people. I think it's gonna heal you as well. Okay, I love you.